ॐ ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यत इति मे निश्चिता मतिः। So we were analyzing the Khyati, different doctrine, different theories related to Adhyasa superimposition, in which we came to Anirvachaniya Khyati. Why is it called Anirvachaniya Khyati? The reason was simple. The snake which is perceived in place of rope, that snake is neither completely unreal, at the same time it is not at also real. So because it is not Sat and not Asat, it was called Sadasadbhyam Anirvachaniya Bhinna. It cannot be explained exactly in which way it is. Then what exactly is Anirvachaniya Khyati? How exactly the snake is seen on rope? What happens? The reasons because of which snake appears in place of rope. Other different theories, they gave their explanation. Some theories refuted others, etc. Now we are trying to analyze what is Anirvachaniya Khyati. So in 147th section, author starts explaining. He says, Brahmasthale सर्पज्ञानस्य सर्पज्ञानोऽपि अविद्या परिणामः सर्प तज्ज्ञानयोः युगपत् एव उत्पत्तिलयौ सर्पः साक्षिभाष्यश्च. Author, what is Anirvachaniya Khyati? Before that, he gives the Lakshana, the characteristics of Anirvachaniya Khyati. What exactly is happening? So the idea is, in Vedanta that we have seen, anything is seen because of thought modifications. As those thoughts go out through our indriya, they envelop the object that is to be known, perceived, they come back and the process follows. That is avarana bhanga, etc. Here in this case, what is happening is, there is rope lying in front of you. When you look at that rope, what's happening is thoughts, as though they go out through your eyes, they envelop the rope, and when they envelop the rope, the avarana, the covering, the ignorance of rope goes away. And when the ignorance of rope goes away, what exactly is happening is, your thoughts, they are becoming the exact replica of that of rope. The thought modification, that antahkarana vritti, is becoming the exact replica like that of rope. And because of that alone, the rope is known. Here, what are the supporting requirements, or what is supportive? That is Surya Adyaloka. Light acts as corollary, accessory. Primarily, you need antahkarana vritti to know the object in front of you. At the same time, you need the light outside. Now, in this process, due to certain reasons, if there are interferences, what are those? The defect in our eyes, the lack of light, etc. If the light is dim, if I am not able to see clearly through our eyes, what's happening is the vritti which goes out through our eyes envelops, pervades the rope, but it does not become the exact replica of that of rope. Here is the difference. Earlier, when the rope was known, our thoughts became the exact replica as that of rope, and rope was known. Now what has happened? The thoughts, the vritti has pervaded the rope. It has enveloped the rope. That means avarana bhanga has taken place. The covering over the object in front has taken place, but because thoughts have not become exact replica as that of rope, the knowledge has not taken place. This is what we call something is there. And all these steps, they are happening so fast that they as though appear to have taken place at the same time itself. But the thing is, our brain is not satisfied with something is. It wants some definitive knowledge. Now, when avarana bhanga has taken place, yet ignorance of the object in front has not gone away. So what happens is, there the rope which is in front, so after avarana bhanga has taken place, okay, let me again clarify one thing. Avarana bhanga has taken place, yet it has not taken place. Let me say it that way. What do I mean is, we know that something is, but we don't know that it is rope. What it is. So in that sense, avarana bhanga has not taken place. So ignorance is still there. The only thing is, object is there, that's alone is known. Now because of this, agitation is created in the ignorance of that object. And that agitation makes that ignorance transform into something else. That ignorance of that rope, that ignorance gets transformed. Rajvam avarana bhangaha na jayet tada adhisthana bhuta rajvavachinna chaitanya nishtha vidyayam kasyana vikshepah jayate. This is how the explanation is going to be. This is a very important part, understand. Adhisthana bhuta rajju. For all this superimposition, what is the substratum, what is the base? Rajju, the rope. That rope is upahita, a conditioning for chaitanya, pure consciousness, which is presiding everywhere. Now that pure consciousness is along with avidya, because avidya takes support in Brahman. In that ignorance which takes support in chaitanya, the pure consciousness, which is conditioned by the rope, that particular avidya, in that avidya, that ignorance, there is vikshepa, agitation. that then that ignorance transforms. Let's go back to our earlier classes where we had seen ignorance has two powers. One is veiling and one is projection. When the agitation is created, that projection power is activated as though, and it projects, it changes itself. The ignorance changes itself. Parinama, modifies, transforms into snake. Now, because ignorance has transformed into snake, now we have an object that can be perceived. So we have Vishaya, object of knowledge available. One more thing. Sacha avidya कार्यभूतः सर्पः यदि सन स्यात् न रज्जु साक्षात्कारेण निवर्तेत निवृत्तिश्चानुभूयते तस्मात् नैव सन स सर्पः अत्यन्तासंश्चेत् स्यात् सर्पः वन्ध्यापुत्रादिवन्नोपलभ्येत उपलभ्यते तु तस्मात् अपि न असन सः सर्पः किन्तु सदसद विलक्षणः अनिर्वचनीयः. Now this perceived snake, which is modification of ignorance, is neither Sat, because if it was real, it would not have gone away by knowledge of rope. And it is neither Asat, totally non-existent, because otherwise Vandhyaputra, son of a barren woman, etc. also would have been seen. Therefore, this snake, we have to understand, is modification of ignorance and not antahkarana vritti. This topic is going to come later in next section. But understand what author is trying to say, what Vedanta is trying to say. If that snake is modification of antahkarana vritti, then that knowledge will become real. This is just wordplay, you understand, but there is the difference. Only when something is modification of antahkarana vritti, then it is real. Why? Or relatively real. Why? Because that is real knowledge, relatively real knowledge. But in Brahma, the knowledge, because that knowledge is modification of avidya, that knowledge may be real, but that object is not real. Knowledge may be relatively real during that time of perceiving, but object is not real. This is going to be explained during Brahmasthala, during Brahmakala, and in the place of that Brahma, delusion, superimposition. What's happening is there is knowledge of snake and the snake which is known. For any knowledge, you need object of knowledge. You need Vishaya and knowledge of that Vishaya. Here Vishaya is snake, knowledge is also snake. Now from where this Vishaya and this Jnana has come? That is being explained. Sarpa Jnanam api avidya parinamah taj sarpa api avidya parinamah. यथा सर्पादि अविद्या परिणामः तथा तादृश सर्पादि ज्ञान रूप वृत्ति अपि अविद्या परिणामः एव न तु अंतःकरण परिणामः. Just as the snake is the result of modification of avidya, the knowledge of snake also is the modification of that same ignorance. And it is not modification of antahkarana vritti. Eventually that is going to be expressed in form of antahkarana vritti itself. That is true. Because avidya, ignorance, also is a form of vritti. but it is not like the other jnana vritti. That is the difference. From where is it coming? Is it coming from mind itself, or is it the cause is in ignorance or cause in antahkarana vritti? There the two differ. So what's happening is अतएव अधिष्ठान रज्वादि साक्षात्कारेण आरोपित सर्पादिः इव आरोपित सर्पज्ञानमपि बाध्यते. Therefore, this is the beauty of Vedanta. If it was antahkarana vritti, we would have landed in trouble. Understand this explanation. When ignorance goes away, take it in this way. There is ignorance of rope. Because of ignorance of rope, there is snake which is going to be perceived as object, and there is knowledge of snake. When the ignorance of rope goes away, not just snake, but the knowledge of snake also goes away. When you see rope, that knowledge of snake also has gone away, and snake also has went away. For this to happen, they both need to have same cause. If antahkarana vritti would have been the cause of knowledge of snake, snake would have gone away, but knowledge would have stayed behind. I'll repeat again. When cause is removed, the effects go away. If knowledge of snake was caused by antahkarana vritti modification of thoughts, when ignorance of rope was destroyed, or ignorance of rope gets destroyed, snake would have gone away, but knowledge would have stayed behind. So even though we are seeing rope, would have said, okay, snake is, rope also is. But that does not happen. So what is it? For snake also and for knowledge of snake also, the cause is avidya. Here is the difference. Pratibhasika sarpadi rajvadi upahita cha adhishthana chaitanyastha tamoguna pradhana vidyansha parinamah tad vishayaka vritti jnanantu idamakara vrityabhivanjaka साक्षी चैतन्यस्थ सत्वगुण प्रधान विद्यांश परिणामः इति विवेकः. Here you have to differentiate between the ignorance. Now, even if you don't understand, even if it is slightly difficult, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Again, this point is going to get discussed in further sections. Ignorance is the cause. But for one, ignorance is in different locus, and for other, ignorance is in another locus. For object of superimposition, that is snake, it is said, arop pratibhasika sarpadihi rajvadi upahita अधिष्ठान चैतन्यस्थ तमोगुण प्रधान अविद्यांश परिणामः. I am not breaking samasa exactly, it should be, but I am just giving you the words. Avidyansh parinamah, modification of ignorance. What type of ignorance? Tamoguna pradhana. Because ignorance has three gunas, sattva raja tama. that ignorance where tamo guna is pradhana. Where is that ignorance taking support? It is taking support in Chaitanya. Which Chaitanya? Chaitanya which is conditioned by rope. So Chaitanya which is conditioned by rope, that Chaitanyastha avidya, the ignorance which has taken support in that Chaitanya, of that ignorance, the tamo guna. Because of that tamo guna, snake is created. And how do we know? This is snake. Idamakara vruttya. Vrutyabhivyanjaka. साक्षी चैतन्यस्थ सत्वगुण प्रधाना विद्यांश परिमाणः इति विवेकः. Knowledge, satvat sanjayate jnanam. For knowledge to take place, there needs to be sattva guna. So we need to have ignorance which is sattva guna pradhana. Knowledge is taking in our mind. Therefore, that jnana vritti, that knowledge should be conditioned not by the Chaitanya which is outside, but Chaitanya which is conditioned by our thoughts. And Chaitanya which is conditioned by our thoughts, in other words, is called as Sakshi. So, the ignorance which is along with Sakshi, that ignorance Sattva Guna Pradhana ignorance, that will give rise to knowledge of snake. Okay. Now, let's go further. तस्मात् ब्रह्मस्थले सर्पादि विषयाः तज्ज्ञानानि च युगपद एव उत्पद्यन्ते. Now, when that agitation takes place, it's not that in the ignorance which is taking support in that rope and in that sakshi, at different times that agitation will be created. Agitation will be created at the same time, and both will give rise to Vishaya and Jnana Yugapat simultaneously. Itham cha brahmasthale बाह्य चैतन्यस्थ अविद्यांशः सर्पादि विषयोपादान कारणं भवति. अंतस्साक्षि चैतन्यस्थ अविद्यांशः सर्पादि विषयक ज्ञान रूप वृत्त्युपादान कारणं भवति. Now he is coming to upadana karana. What is the material cause for that snake and knowledge? Again, the same thing. Brahmasthale bahya chaitanyastha vidyansha. The ignorance which is outside in place of rope, that will give rise to snake. And for knowledge, ignorance which is in sakshi, antasakshi, chaitanya. Further, he is explaining one important point. रज्जु सर्पः तज्ज्ञानञ्च अविद्यायाः परिणामः चेतनस्य च विवर्तः. Now we have classified the Chaitanya and Avidya. There is Chaitanya, there is Avidya, ignorance, which is taking support in that Chaitanya. There is object that is superimposed, and knowledge of that superimposed object. Here, author has separated Chaitanya and ignorance, because ignorance gives rise to snake. That ignorance itself gets modified into snake. But Chaitanya, because it is avikari, it does not get modified, yet it gives rise to snake. This is where is the difference in parinama and Vivarta. I'm not going to go in details of what it is, otherwise it will take really long time. I'm not going to go sentence by sentence, but understand one thing. Upadana karanam avidya sacha anirvachaniya. Ignorance, which is upadana karana, material cause, is anirvachaniya. It cannot be explained. What is the nature of avidya? It cannot be explained exactly what way it is. Therefore, it is anirvachaniya. The snake which is seen, superimposed snake, is also anirvachaniya. Just like as is mud, so is pot. Why? Because mud gets modified into pot. Therefore, pot is in a way parinama, modification of mud. So is avidya, gets modified into snake. Therefore, snake is parinama of mud. There are similarities of qualities in between all those both. And because they have similarities, there is parinama, modification. But there is no similarity between that snake and the adhishthana chaitanya. For anything and everything, you need to have adhishthana chaitanya, chaitanya which is supporting everything. But there is no similarity in such a way. Therefore, that snake, superimposed snake, is vivarta of chaitanya. Viparitam vartate. Iti vivartaha. I'll give you another definition for what is vivarta and what is parimana or vikara. Swaswarupa aparityagena rupantarapattihi vivartaha. Without giving up one's own characteristics, appearing as something else is vivarta. Chaitanya does not undergo any change, any modification, yet it appears to be something else, that is vivarta. And what is parinamaha? Samasvabhavakonyatha bhavaha parinamaha. Samasvabhavakaha anyatha bhava. Becoming something else but retaining one's own qualities is parinama. And there is another definition which goes with vikara, that is swaswarupa parityagena rupantarapatti. While giving up one's own earlier forms, retaining one's qualities, becoming something else is vikara. Or vikara, if you take as total transformation, like milk becoming curd, there it is giving up one's own qualities, form, etc., and becoming something else. Therefore, because avidya retaining its own qualities, keeping the qualities same, becomes snake, that snake is parinama, modification of ignorance. But because there are no such similarities between the snake and chaitanya, that snake is vivarta of chaitanya, adhishthana chaitanya. Further, in 149th, Rajju Sarpa Taj Jnanayoho Kramena Rajjupahita Chaitanyam Antahkaranopahita Chaitanyam Cha Adhishthanam Rajju Tattva Jnanam Tayoho Nivartakam. Rajju Sarpa, the snake which is appearing on rope, and Tajnanam, knowledge of that snake. For both Rajjupahita Chaitanyam Antahkaranopahita Chaitanyam Cha Adhishthanam. For both, as I said, loci are different. For one, it is the Chaitanya conditioned by snake or rope, and for other chaitanya conditioned by antahkarana. What is said? Nahi ekam kalpitam vastu कल्पित वस्तुअंतरस्य अधिष्ठानं भवेत् अतः रज्ज्वाद्युपहित चैतन्यम एव सर्पाद्यधिष्ठानं न रज्ज्वाद्यचेतनम्. You need adhisthana support. Yes, we need substratum for each and everything, adhara. Now, for snake, that is the object of Brahma, object of superimposition. What is the substratum? It is said to be the Chaitanya, which is conditioned by rope. Why? Because the snake is appearing in place of rope. For the knowledge of that rope superimposed, for knowledge of that snake which is superimposed, knowledge is taking place in our antahkarana. Therefore, the support for that superimposition or that knowledge has to be the Chaitanya which is conditioned by antahkarana. So they have two different loci. Now there is a problem. If it is in two different loci, how can it be so? It seems counterintuitive. For which explanation is given? No. Even though loci are different, Chaitanya is one and the same. When two are at different, far away, no change is happening. When does the knowledge of that superimposed snake takes place? Only when that antahkarana vritti and superimposed vishaya come in contact with each other. Only when vritti goes to that snake which is superimposed and they come together, then alone there is Bhranti Janya Jnana, superimposed knowledge. If we are to say, just bear with these words. Bhranti Jnana of snake. Because now they have come together, the Chaitanya which is conditioned by Vritti and Chaitanya which is conditioned by rope, they have come together, they become one. The only difference is, even there may be difference between the conditionings, that does not make them two different things. Therefore, superimposition and knowledge of that superimposed object can take place, even though two are in different loci. Another better example, better explanation is going to come later, but let's progress with this. Now a question is raised. Rajjujnanena sarpanivrittihi na syat iti akshepah. A question is raised. How can that snake go away by knowledge of rope? For which answer is given. Chidabhasa vishishtantah karana vrittirupa jnanasya kevala vrittirupanshas chaitanya nishtavaranam nashayati चिदाभास रूपांशस्तु रज्जुम प्रकाशयति इति प्रयोजनद्वयं सिद्ध्यति. वृत्ते हेतु प्रयोजनम आवरणभंगः इदंच आवरणम अज्ञानस्य शक्तिः यस्मात् आवरणम जडम अनाश्रित्य तदधिष्ठान चैतन्यमेवाश्रयति तस्मात् अंतःकरणवृत्त्या रज्ज्वादि विषयाकारपन्नया रज्ज्वाद्यवच्छिन्न चैतन्यावरणम एव भज्यते. Forget all these long words. It is simple. When the knowledge of that snake, when the knowledge of rope takes place, what has happened is the cause itself has gone away. Which cause? The ignorance of rope, the ignorance of rope was the cause for Vishaya, that is snake, and knowledge, that is snake. When the cause has gone away, everything will go away. For which there is one more way of explaining. That is laya, dissolution. There are different ways of dissolution. What are the different ways of dissolution? One is Atyantika Pralaya and another one is Karanatmanavasthiti Rupa Nivritti. Dissolution in its own cause. When the cause is removed, the dissolution takes place, or it gets dissoluted in its cause. When the rope is seen, the cause itself is removed. And when the cause is removed, snake and its knowledge both will go away. Even before the knowledge of rope takes place, what is going to happen is that knowledge that this is snake will merge back to its cause, that is ignorance, as it happens in Sushupti. Because Vikshep, the material for Vikshepa is not there, they all go back into ignorance. Furthermore, now author comes to next part, that is Triputi. There is Jnana, object of knowledge. So that is, there is knowledge, object of knowledge, and knowing. Or sorry, Jnata. Jnata, Vishaya, and Jnana. Sakshibhanam avashyam bhavati iti nirupanam. A question is raised. Rajju Sakshat साक्षी ज्ञानम अंतरा सर्प ज्ञानम न निवर्तेत इति आक्षेपः. Without knowing Sakshi, ignorance cannot go away. For which the explanation is given. There are different explanations, but I am going to skip that because they are not really necessary. Understand it in here. In reality, rather than seeing this as having two different loci, take it as having only one locus, that is Sakshi and Antahkarana. How is it? In Kutastha Deepa, Vidyaranya Muni has explained this. He says, Antahkaranasya vrittihi chidabhasa sahita चक्षुरादिकरण द्वारा बहिर्निर्गत्य घटादि विषयान् प्रकाशयति. तत्र घटादि रूपः विषयः चिदाभास सहित वृत्ति रूपं घटादिकं विषयकं ज्ञानं चिदाभास सहितान्तःकरण रूपः ज्ञाता एतत् त्रयमपि साक्षी प्रकाशयति. Sakshi is going to illumine everything. Everything as in what? When those thoughts go out, envelop the object in front, it is going to perceive that object which is in front. Let's say here, in a different example, there is pot in front of me. So pot is going to be Vishaya, the object. Vritti, thoughts which are along with Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness. Those thoughts which have taken form of that object in front will become knowledge, jnana. and the one who is चिदाभास सहित अंतःकरण रूपः ज्ञाता, that is the jiva, that is who is going to be jnata. So for all these, that consciousness which is conditioned and not qualified by, if it is qualified it is jiva, conditioned it is sakshi. That consciousness which is conditioned by thoughts is sakshi, and that consciousness is illumining all these three: the vishaya vritti, the jnana vritti, and jnata vritti. And because he is swaprakasha, you don't need to have separate jnana of sakshi for knowing the object in front. Otherwise, for knowing all objects, we would have to have aparoksha jnana, because knowing sakshi is aparoksha jnana. Or when we know any object in front, we would be aparoksha jnani. So we don't need to know sakshi. Why? Because sakshi is prakashaka. Like there is sun in sky. Do we need to know sun to know the object in front? No. That prakashaka is there. Here, author further explains that one adhisthana itself is sufficient. He says, yavanti jnanani jayante tani sarvanyapi pramataram sakshinam va ashritya jayante iti niyamah. Any knowledge that takes place, they take resort, support in knower. They take support in whom? Sakshi. Without sakshi there is no jnana. Without knower there is no knowledge. Tasmat बाह्य रज्ज्वावच्छिन्न चैतन्यम न सर्पज्ञानस्य आश्रयः भवितुम् अर्हति. Therefore, the consciousness which is conditioned by rope will not become the conditioning for, or will not become the cause of knowledge of superimposed snake. रज्जुर शरीरस्यान्तरेव अंतःकरण प्रदेशे सर्पोपलब्धिः अभ्युपगन्तव्या स्यात् न तु बाह्य रज्ज्वादेशे. In reality, that snake is not outside somewhere in place of rope, but it is in our antahkarana only. There is one problem now. If everything is in front, everything is in our antahkarana, and yet that snake is perceived outside, definition gets changed. It will become anyatha khyati. Sorry, atma khyati. Because atma khyati, that Vijnanavadi Bauddha also said, that snake, it appears outside even though it is in our mind. Objects, even though they are in our mind, they appearing outside is the idea of superimposition. For which answer is given no. तथापि वक्ष्यमाण रीत्या अंतःकरण वृत्त्युपहित चैतन्यस्य उभयाधिष्ठानत्व संभवान्न दोषः. In reality, it's not outside or inside. Why? Because there is one and the same adhisthana. And when there is one and the same adhisthana, you cannot really say that something is outside or something is inside. Please explain, sir. He says, okay. Vrutyupahita chaitanyastha avidyayaha tamo gunavshaha sarpasya upadana karanam bhavati. Now forget about this snake, rope, etc. everything. Take it in this way. Vrutyupahita chaitanyastha avidyayaha tamo gunavshaha. ignorance which is conditioned by vritti. So that vrittistha avidya, sorry, vrityupahita chaitanyastha avidya. So the chaitanya which is conditioned by vritti, in that chaitanya the ignorance which is there, or that ignorance which has taken support in that chaitanya, of that ignorance tamoguna is the cause of snake. तस्य एव सत्वगुणांशः सर्पज्ञानस्य उपादानकारणम्. And of that same ignorance, the sattva guna becomes the cause of knowledge of that snake. एवं सर्प तज्ज्ञानयोः वृत्त्योपहित चैतन्यमेव अधिष्ठानम्. अंतःकरण वृत्तेः बाह्यरुज्जुदेशस्थत्वात् तद्वृत्त्युपहित चैतन्यमेव बहिरेवास्ते. अतः एव तदेव सर्पस्य आश्रयः. अंतःकरणस्य स्वरूपं यावत् तावदेव साक्षी स्वरूपमपि शरीरान्तस्थ. Okay, so only that rope which is outside will become adhara, ashraya. That's it. It becomes the cause, external cause for appearance. That's it. It becomes ashraya, support. Ekasyameva rajjau. Okay. And again, as it was explained earlier, at the time of superimposition, because they both, the rope which is outside, or the object which is outside, and the vritti, they have become one. There is no separate distinction as external and internal. Further, author explains, ekasyam eva rajjau नाना पुरुषाणां भिन्न भिन्न भ्रमादपि साक्षी चैतन्यम एव भ्रमाधिष्ठानम्. किंच एकस्यामेव रज्ज्वां नाना पुरुषाणां भिन्न भिन्नाः भ्रमाः भवन्ति यथा कस्यचित् सर्पः अन्यस्य दण्ड इति. For many people on that same rope, different superimpositions can be there. In what way? One may see garland, one may see snake, one may see streak of water, stream of water, etc. यत्र तत्र यस्य पुरुषस्य रज्जु साक्षात्कारः जायते तस्यैव तदीय वृत्त्यवच्छिन्न चैतन्ये कल्पिताध्यासः निवर्तते. And for that person alone who has seen rope, for him alone that superimposition will go away. For whom that rajju sakshatkara, knowledge of rope, does not take place, for him snake is not going to go away. Therefore, वृत्त्यवच्छिन्न चैतन्यमेव कल्पितानां सर्वेषाम् अधिष्ठानं न तु रज्ज्वादि विषयोपहित चैतन्यम्. Now, author emphasizes, if even though the earlier explanation that there is Rajjupahita Chaitanya, the ignorance, Rajjupahita Chaitanya Vidya, ignorance which has taken support in the consciousness conditioned by rope, that ignorance will give rise to snake. Even though that explanation is valid, this is much better. Why? Understand here it in this way. If the ignorance which has taken, or let me just simplify, I will not use all the clauses. Rope ignorance was cause of snake, then everybody would have seen snake, and when for one that obstruction goes away, for everybody the obstruction would have gone away. There are many other also explanations for this, but we will keep that aside. But if the cause was in rope, the effect would have been same for all. But because cause is in individual mind, when you take Sakshi as the cause for superimposition and knowledge both, for each and every person, the superimposed object changes. If the cause had been same for all, superimposition also would have been same for all, or locus of cause. But because the locus of cause is in individual mind, the superimposition also changes as per the person. And other prakriya, all other process is same. रज्जूपहित चैतन्यस्य सर्पदण्डाद्यधिष्ठानत्वे नानापुरुषाणां भिन्नभिन्नतया प्रतीयमानानि सर्पदण्डादीनि वस्तूनि सर्वाण्यपि एकैकस्यापि पुरुषस्य प्रतीयेरन् न तु तथा प्रतीयेत. मृत्युपहित चैतन्यस्य मिथ्यासर्पाद्यधिष्ठानत्ववादिमतरीत्या तु न दोषः. And when you take the second explanation, later explanation, that the cause for superimposed snake and the knowledge of that snake both are in individual mind, this problem does not occur. For me, superimposition can be different. For the other person, superimposition can be different. And again, when for me, the sakshatkara of that rope, when that rope is seen, I see that rope. For me, the superimposition is going to go away, but for others, it will continue as long as they do not gain knowledge of that rope. Therefore, evancha sadasat vilakshana nirvachaniya vidyayaha परिणाम भूता निर्वचनीय सर्पादीनां ख्यातिः प्रतीतिः प्रसिद्धिः स्फुरणम् अभिवदनञ्च अनिर्वचनीय ख्यातिः इत्युच्यते. In this way, the snake, which is equally inexplicable like its cause, which is ignorance, this pratiti of that snake, sphuranam, the misapprehension of snake, which is inexplicable, is termed as anirvachaniya khyati. This is the conclusion. Let me just give you the highlights. I thought over it of going in detail, but it becomes tedious. We would have been stuck on this topic for 3 more classes, which I did not want to, because eventually as a sadhaka it is not necessary for us. If somebody while reading has certain doubts, they can call me and ask me. I will explain them, but this is the basic idea. For Brahmajnana or actual jnana, you need to have an object and you need to have knowledge of that object. When we are talking about superimposed knowledge, we need to have superimposed snake and knowledge of that superimposed snake. For them both, we need to have cause. If the cause for the knowledge of superimposed snake is in antahkarana vritti, the problem is the knowledge would stay even when the cause, that is ignorance, goes away. Knowledge would have continued to be. But because after knowing rope, the knowledge of that superimposed snake goes away, therefore the cause for superimposed snake and its knowledge both has to be avidya, ignorance. Now, because knowledge takes place in form of antahkarana vritti, antahkarana vrittistha chaitanyastha avidya, ignorance which is there in antahkarana should give rise to knowledge of superimposed snake, and ignorance which is there in the object where superimposition is taking place, that ignorance should give rise to the object of knowledge, or that is superimposed snake. So superimposed object and knowledge of that superimposed object will have two different loci, for which there are pros and cons, etc., that we had seen. Further, we saw, okay, how can you say that by knowing rope, knowledge of that snake will go away? Simple. Because ignorance is cause, ignorance of rope is cause. When rope is seen, the ignorance of rope has gone away. Therefore, knowledge of rope also, knowledge of snake also will go away. He further clarifies and makes it easier. He says, rather than taking two different loci, take one loci alone, one locus alone, that is antahkaranastha sakshi. Because eventually the knowledge is going, object is also in form of antahkarana vritti. So take that one locus alone, that is sakshi, antahkarana vritti and ignorance, combination of all these three. So we have that chidabhasa yukta antahkarana vritti, the ignorance which is there, and that ignorance has again tamoguna and sattva-guna. Tamoguna will give rise to object, sattva-guna, that is superimposed object, and sattva-guna will give rise to knowledge of that object. And because sakshi is prakashaka for all, that triputi, that we don't need to have knowledge of sakshi for the knowledge of object, or for superimposition to go away. Further, because that superimposed object is in individual mind, individual antahkarana, for each and every individual, that superimposed object can be different. Why? Because individualized, personalized avidya, if you want to say, that personalized ignorance is going to give rise to personalized superimposed object. But the process of dissolution, of destruction of that personalized superimposed object is going to be same. No adhisthana, a cause is removed, the ignorance, when ignorance goes away, superimposed object also will go away. Om asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritangamaya. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.